Hello everyone. In this video, we will learn about usefulness of Microsoft Forms for conducting online exams, surveys, especially for mathematics, how we can type mathematics using Microsoft Forms. As I said, Microsoft Forms, you just type it in Google, Microsoft Forms. Then it requires a login. Because I already logged in, it will directly take. Otherwise, once you click on that, it will just like how you will enter into Google, it will ask for Microsoft account. Once you Microsoft account, one can get it freely. It is not the institutional ID which I am talking about. Anyone can get Outlook Express freely. You just type Microsoft login in another page. Suppose I'll if I type Microsoft login, then you can see that here it says sign in or create your account, Microsoft account. So you will get Outlook or Hotmail. Using those two, you can use all the features of wherever required Microsoft account. At those places you can log in with those things. Okay, so once you log in, the first time what you will see here is this new form and new quiz. These things won't be available, and whoever using it, all those prepared forms, you can find it from here. Okay, so if you want to create a form which is a like registration form or survey purpose, which you want to collect some responses, then you use this new form. And if you are conducting a quiz where you want to enter marks and correct answer all those things, then you click on this new quiz. In new quiz, math support will be there. In new forms, math support won't be there, and it is available for any free user also, right? So I'll just explain new quiz one, which is similar to new form, where in new quiz one more extra feature will be there. So you click on this new quiz, then this is the basic layout, how it look like. You can immediately give a title, demo on MS Forms. Okay, if you want, you can write the description so that student will read before going to that exam. Now click on this add new. If you want, you can add some picture also for your form. If you click on this add new, choice will come. That means multiple choice as well as multi correct answers will be there, and text, short answer or long answer. One can ask for rating, and any date related question also one can use. And there are some more questions like table type of thing. You will have rows and columns. That question you can take. This file upload is available only for this subscription users. And if you select this file upload, for example, ICT Mumbai, a teacher is using this form, then only students from ICT Mumbai, they will can able to use this file upload option. Okay, it is a very secure one. Then sections, these are the things. So most important thing is this like RT question and text, means short answer or multiple choice or multi correct. These things you can use it. So if I click on this choice question, you can add n number of options. Basically there will be two options will be there. If you want how many want, we can add it. Question, okay, then for each question you will have options, and the advantage here is that whichever correct answer, you just click on this. That means it is understood that this option is correct answer. Okay, and you can give a message for each answer, so that after student attending the question, they will come to know this display message to respondents. If it is a wrong, then you can give some message. If it is a right, then you can give some message. So it is like feedback is available for each option if you want to student want to understand more things after that quiz, right? Then as I said, if you come little down here, multiple answers. So if I select on this, then this same question will turn into multiple answers. I can select more answers, more options as correct answers. Okay, whether that question is compulsory or not, that is understood. What is extra thing here is that you can of course shuffle options. This math is available, and branching is available for each and every question. Whereas in Microsoft Forms, Google Forms, only branching is available for sections to sections. Whereas here, each question, if you want, you can put branching. Okay, branching is available. If something is true, then only they will go to next question. Otherwise, they can skip that question and so on. So if you just click on this math, then this question will turn into math type. Okay, so you can see here, enter an equation. The moment I click on this enter an equation, a small equation editor with basic minimal things are coming here. Okay, so if these things are sufficient for you, you can do it. Or if you know about LaTeX, you can just click on this one more time to 1 to 3, and you can start typing here. For example, integration from 1 to f of x dx. The moment I type here, then again click on this, it will convert to math. So that means it supports LaTeX. You just, if you don't, as I said, integration 1 to f of x dx, when I typed it, it says suggested results. So all the suggested results it shows, and if you want to add them, you can type on your own. If I click on this add all, it will add the options also for us, and it also give the correct answer, which is the correct answer. Okay. If you write some equations and so on, it will solve for us, and it will give the ready-made answers, right? Then whoever not mathematics, you don't need to click that math. You can type any other question. For example, text. If you click on this text, you have option here whether you want to make it that question as long answer question or short answer question. If I click on this long answer, so student can start writing how much they want using this long answer. Okay. And any other question, if I type, suppose this like arity, this is just like you have rows and columns. For example, columns will be persons, and this rows will be Mr. X, Mr. Y. I can type here, suppose Mr. X, then Mr. Y, and about their persons, I am taking some behavior and so on. So good, and for example, I'll write aggressive, neutral, whatever you feel like, and cool. How many options you want? I think up to 10 you can add. Otherwise, you can delete also. If you don't want this option, you can put it here, right? Like this, one can have it. And if you click on this, you have to add the marks here. If you want to add marks here, there will be option called points. So suppose I say this is for 2 marks, then I can add it. So everything happens in one window only. You don't need to go to separate window and do it thing. You can enter marks there itself. You can select which is the correct answer from there itself. All those things you can do, and you can add how many questions we want. Once you add some questions, then you can preview it. You click on this preview button. Here you can preview as somebody is watching from computer, or you can preview as somebody is watching from mobile also. So it will be displayed in the mobile format also, so that if something is not visible clearly, we can make changes accordingly. So either from computer point of view we can preview it, or from mobile point also we can preview it. And if your preview and everything is done, you can select themes. As I said, you have very good, beautiful and refreshing themes are available. You can select those things, or you can create your own theme. You can see that customized theme is available. Okay. So if you just click on this plus symbol, you can add image, then accordingly it will change. That I am not going to discuss. It is not so thing. Then once your form is ready, if you feel that you can share it, then just a second. Yes. So then you click on this share button. Here you have 2 options. Only people in my organization can respond. Okay. At that time you select this, or anyone with this link can respond. That means if you select this anyone with this link, whoever having this link, they can respond to this, right? You have option to share the link, or a QR code, or embedding. You can use it. Yes.
Dr. Surendra.
Yes.
In this within the organization is fine, but is it possible to restrict this only to those students? Let us say, for example, if you are conducting online exam, then only those who are registered. Is it possible to restrict only to them?
No, because we don't have any mechanism to restrict through email IDs or something. Only one way is we can send that mail to a closer group. Okay. Maybe by mailing this link to only those people. But right now, at present, that feature is not available.
Or one can create an account for the temporary account for the students.
Yes, that is fine.
In your organization.
Yes.
Yeah, right. That could be one way.
Yes. As I said here, there are some good advantage for people in my only organization. When we select that, then only those people will attend, and file upload option is available. For whoever want to share openly, for them file upload question is not available. Okay. So you can mail them. As I said here, if you click on this mail, you enter those email IDs. You can embed this form into your website. There are other small settings which are, if you go to this 3 horizontal bar and click on it, you have a settings. Okay, you just click on those settings. There you will have some interesting things. This is, of course, students can see quiz after immediately their results. If you want, you can enable it or you can disable it. Then who can fill out this form? You can see that anyone with this link can respond, or only people in this respond. Then you can select record name. That means it saves their name of that person, and for this, one response per person is available. So if you select this, anyone can with this link, then this one person per is not available. One response per person is not available. That means if you are sharing with anyone, they can fill it n number of times. There is one drawback in that, but for organization, they have option. You can restrict to only one time. Options for responses, you can accept responses, start date, you can give end date, you can give only during that time it will answer. This shuffle question is one which is interesting. Here you can have log questions, because suppose assume that you are prepared a question paper. First question is name of the student, and second question is hall ticket number. So in Google form, it also shuffles. Okay, as far as I know, I may be wrong, but here you can put log question number 1 to 2. The moment I say log 1 to 2, then first 1 and 2 questions will be logged. Okay, remaining questions will be shuffled. So that makes more sense than even shuffling our student name and hall ticket number. Okay, and not only that, you can also write customized message that is there everywhere in every form. It is available. But this log questions, I liked it because we can put some questions at this place only. Remaining questions we can start shuffling. These are the small things about our how to create a form and how to share this Microsoft form. Now I will show you analysis, which is the most important thing. I liked it. For example, this feedback form we have collected for our faculty development program. Why I am showing this? Because there are a huge number of responses. 4,200 people have given response. So if you see this one, then you click on these responses. Once you share your Microsoft form and they have responded, then you can go and check on this response button. You will see the responses. Okay, so these many people responses, you can go and see in detail. That means for every option, whatever you have created the question, how many people have responded. Other than this graph, it also shows numbers here. Okay, that means it shows numerically as well as pictorially. Both it will show for each and every question with different colors possible, and some ratings I have set questions, and which type of tools you are going to use it. You can see that automatically it changes the graph and it has selected, right? This is there even in Google Forms. So what is not there in Google Forms is that if you go to this active status, there is a 3 horizontal button. You select this one. Then there is a print summary is available, or get a summary link. Suppose I will click on this get a summary link. Once I click on this get a summary link, then you can go and share it with anyone. For example, I will paste it in this browser. Once I paste it in this browser, it will open as a web browser. You can see that. That means I can share this my feedback with anyone with just a link, so that they can see it immediately. Or I can go here and I can also download this print summary. So if I click on this print summary, it will download as it is, which is not possible in Google Forms. It takes a lot of time to save it. Okay, or you can directly take the print also if you have printer attached to it. So it immediately prints, and the quality will be as it is. This is the thing which is very useful. Okay, so you can see that analysis I have downloaded as a single PDF file. Nothing has changed, as it is, just like how we have seen on desktop, that browser. Okay, so analysis, you can quick result, you can see it, and you can also open Excel sheet. That is not a problem. You can see the results individually or overall also, right? These are the nice things about Microsoft Forms. Definitely they are far realistic to exam purpose. The things they have brought changes. Okay, Google Forms are still far better for registration or survey purpose. They have to improve on exam point of view. Are there